Well, you always look at glass half full, half empty. I've always looked at glass half full and not half empty. For me, it's a wonderful memory because I got my best opportunity to represent my country, and what a wonderful memory. 25 years is a long journey, and I'm grateful that I've got the opportunity to play for country and wear that cap with the utmost satisfaction. So, as luck would have it, Mavan and Sanat started going great guns because we had given about I think 8-10 overs to play. I mean, less than an hour or so, and the focus was to get a couple of wickets and put the pressure on. So, I mean, I was not hoping because I was last in the queue. Abhi had already played a series before that. Venkatesh Prasad had played a couple of years for India. Anil Kumble was veteran into that as a senior pro. Rajesh Chauhan had played for about 5-6 years. So I kind of knew that I may not get a chance to bowl. And I was not even with it. As a bowler, you start preparing. And first fast bowlers bowled, and then for a couple of overs, Sachin got both the spinners on. And as luck would have it, if I'm not mistaken, Rajesh Chauhan was to bowl that over, but Marwan took a run in last couple of balls and he came on strike. And I was just crossing from my fielding position from one place to another. Suddenly I hear Sachin saying, "Nilesh, come and bowl." So if you're not prepared, you're not ready for it. And as I was giving my cap to the umpire, he said, "You only got 2 minutes to bowl your first ball." So the process of a bowler to start warming up, get loosened up, think about where you're going to bowl, how you're going to bowl, all those thoughts had to be fast tracked for me to make sure within a minute and a half I bowl my first ball so that we actually get a 1 over extra to go at them. So to be frank with you, and I've said that many times and candidly accepting it, that I did not get enough time. It's a blessing in disguise that I did not get enough time to prepare myself to bowl a debut over, and which worked in my favor. Luckily I got the ball to bowl at the right time, because at that point of time you're thinking that don't embarrass yourself, make sure you bowl the right ball, it should hit the right length, everything should be properly processed as part of your debut, it should be memorable. All those things were in back of my mind when I was about to take a start, and I just went and delivered. And luckily for me, Marwan went for an expansive, because he was in that mood of Marwan that he was playing a bit of an aggressive innings. So he wanted to go after the bowlers and dominate that. And he went for that cover drive. And then Mungia took a brilliant catch.
You saw all that. What happened there after that?
In fact, I didn't know, I didn't realize that it's part of the record. So we all were happy. The day was called off and we were coming back, and I was actually down trying to give throwdowns to some of the batters. They wanted to have seen that, can I just have. So I was actually in a complete casual mood till some of the press people came to me and brought it to my notice that this is a world record and I'm the first from India. That's when it hit me that something different has happened in my life. And before that, in a contextual part, I'll tell you, after the first days of this thing, both the teams were coming back and we were staying on the same floor. And I remember after that, and the second day, Muralidharan, when I got a wicket, he came to me and said, "Well done, but good luck for next 3 days." Little did I realize that I'm not going to get a second wicket in the next 3 days.
Yeah. You only have come to the next 3 days bit now.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. It's like now you run a sports institute. It's the greatest lesson of life, right?
Absolutely, the vagaries of life, the extremities I have experienced in my debut match. I got a wicket on the first ball, suddenly became a top of this thing, and for next 3 days I was struggling to get a second wicket. But fortunately for me, just before that series, I played very important game for Mumbai, Ranji Trophy finals in Gwalior. So bowling long overs. Before that, in the semi-final, also against Madhya Pradesh, I had a fairly long spell into going into that. So fortunately for me, I knew how to handle bowling 50, 70 overs, because mentally you need to condition yourself to start bowling. But no one expects that. Let's be honest, that, and nobody, including me, I was not expecting. The first after that, the next day we went and we thought that, like, we'll just get into the groove, start attacking them and preparing to get a couple of quick wickets early on, which didn't happen. The first session went, we all were motivating each other. Oh, come on, one session is fine. We know we can come back in this. And again, the second session post lunch also went in the same. The day ended without a wicket, and we all felt that it happens. I was sharing that it happened for us even in against Delhi just recently. Next day it can be yours. Next day started, again nothing happened. Sanat and Roshan were going great guns. They were just playing the time out, every opportunity, and they were, for the first time, everyone was surprised to see Sanat being so patient. Unlike the Sanat Jayasuriya, we all know, he had put his head down and he was just waiting for the loose ball to come his way. So it was a completely different eye-opener for me as a debutant. And for 2 days when we didn't get a wicket, it became very, very frustrating also. And for me personally, because this is your debut, and the complete extremities you are experiencing in your debut match is difficult to digest. And even on the third day when others got wicket, I did not get a wicket. So it became very frustrating, realizing that, look, is this the test cricket? I mean, I came up with highest wicket taker for Mumbai, so I was very confident when I broke into Indian team. So you go into that with the confidence, and suddenly the reality hits after getting a wicket. For next 3 days, you're struggling to get another wicket. So I think I've experienced the complete extremities, and I share that with all my students many a times, saying that patience is key for everything in life, and I've actually practically lived that and experienced that at the highest level. Oh, multiple times. Even recently, I've had a conversation with Nayan and Marwan. Every time I go to Sri Lanka and if I meet Marwan, we always joke about this, and Marwan always pulls my leg. And in fact, he happened to share that with my wife also. I think they were just married or they were about to get married, and she had come to watch Marwan play. And I got him out in the last over of that day. And she also brought it to notice when we were having dinner together. So we always joke about it. See, the idea is we all play cricket, we move on from those moments. These moments stay with you as part of your good or bad memories. But the relationship does not depend on those memories. So for me, I'm still very well connected with Marwan, Sanat, Roshan, everyone. In fact, Arjuna Ranatunga had come a couple of months back. I had requested him to come and interact with our students. He had come and interacted with our students. So I still share very cordial relationship with most of the players who I have played with. And then luckily for me, many of these players, we've actually played a lot of cricket in England. So we got to spend a lot of time with each other, playing for clubs or lashings and other places. So we created a good friendship amongst ourselves even after we finished our cricket.